This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Jim Schaller.
Hey, welcome today to podcast number 6. We're moving along there. And today we have Rob Ray from Dunkin Diamonds in Fort Myers, the store manager over there. Rob, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Jim. Thank you so much.
Hey, no, pleasure having you on. It's all about connecting local businesses with the local community here. And today we want to learn a little bit more about what you guys do over there. So I guess we'll jump right in. Share us a little bit about Dunkin Diamonds and who you are and who you are out here in the community.
Absolutely. One of the first things I'd like to say is we at Dunkin Diamonds are getting ready to celebrate our 30th year in Fort Myers. So this month on October the 28th, at both of our Fort Myers locations, we like to say that it's our party, but the gifts are for you. So we're inviting everybody to come. We're having a pig roast at our South Cleveland Avenue store. We're having a feast prepared also at our Gulf Coast store, and just look forward to kind of giving back to the community.
That is great. 30 years. Wow, it's been that long already.
30 years. And that's one of the things that we really do want to remind people. You know, the great thing with Dunkin's Diamonds is we're celebrating our 3rd generation. We like to say that currently we have our 4th generation in the store. We're just not tied in with the family name anymore.
Right.
Mr. Dunkin's grandfather started in the industry in Europe. His parents had stores in Ohio and Wisconsin. Mr. Dunkin had stores in Wisconsin, and then he went back and started his Dunkin Diamonds group in Ohio. And then 30 years ago, he came to Florida.
Wow. Where at Wisconsin? I'm from there originally. Just curious.
I was afraid you were going to ask me that. And I
put you on the spot.
Yeah, that's okay. I believe it was Madison, but I could be off on that. But he had a string of stores when it was an interesting story. He, as a young man, like so many of us, had all the answers. And his dad told him it was a wonderful time for him to start his own business since he already knew everything to do. So Dunkin actually took him at his word and went and opened his own stores in Wisconsin and had a chain of 5 or 6 different stores and ended up selling those out. So that was his foray into the jewelry industry as a solo entrepreneur. Was in Wisconsin and then ended up coming to Ohio.
Very interesting. Yeah, it took me a little longer to get down here to Florida, but I'm down here now. So I came down in '89. So I love it down here. I love Southwest Florida. But I guess how did you get involved in the industry?
Well, it's interesting you choose '89 because a year later in 1990, I answered an ad. I was going to school in Austin, Texas, and there was an ad by a company named Art Carve that was looking for help. And I went and interviewed with them, and that was my start into the jewelry industry. Wow. So it's a lot of fun because 33 years later, here I am.
Right.
It was just one of those things that it was the right fit. I enjoyed it. I love helping people celebrate the most important components and people and events in their lives. And Dunkin's gives me that opportunity to do that.
That is great. And that's what it's all about nowadays. You know, it's more than just selling a product. It's about the customer service and the people behind it. And, you know, I think a lot of businesses have lost that over the years, but it's great to see people like yourself, you know, continue to do the right things.
We are very fortunate in having an owner like Stuart Dunkin and having a president of Julie Pine, because both of them, when I talk to either one on the phone, our conversations always rotate around 2 things. And that is, number 1, is the customer happy? And number 2, did we do the right thing? And it's a joy to work under those parameters, to know that we are truly here to totally embellish our customers' experience when they walk through the door.
That is great. That is, I love that. I love that. But now on the flip side of that, there are a lot of maybe misconceptions or myths about the industry that maybe people, get a little hang up, get a little scared about? Did you come across any of those in your industry?
Absolutely, and we try to address those things. I think one of the biggest challenges is when people come in, they want to help them with their father's ring or their grandmother's ring or diamond or sapphire. I mean, whatever it is, there's so much worry of, well, am I getting the same piece back, or can I watch the work be done? And we address all those things. Number one, like me sharing with you that we're 3 generations. You don't sustain that amount of time if you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing. But more importantly, we understand the fear that people have in dealing with a business that maybe they don't know. So our jewelers are on site, and we have a glass window where we can set up an appointment where you can actually stand there and watch our jeweler work on your piece. One of the things that I hear a lot, there is an apprehension to coming into a jewelry store because it's something that people fear because they don't know about it. And how am I going to be treated? And I don't know anything about it. And it's like, that's good. That's why we're here. We are here in a very unique position as consultants for you to make the best decision. And as such, we want you to share as much of your story as you can so that we can direct you. I think so many stores you go into, the direction is we want to squeeze every cent out of you that we can. And that's not how we operate at Dunkin's. Our salespeople are not on commission. The important thing is that you have fulfilled the desire that you had when you came into the store, and that we have directed you and put you in a product that you could not fathom when you first walked through the door. And what that price is really immaterial. It is, do you feel good about it? Is it what you envision, or is it more than you could have expected? And if the answer is yes to those things, we have done our job. One of the questions I get asked is, well, I just want some jewelry clean, but I don't want to pay for it. Or, I need a battery. I need to see if this watch even works. We do all those things. Most of our battery changes we do for free. I say most. Sometimes I have to charge because people will bring in a battery watches for me, and I tie up a jeweler all day doing that at no charge because I do have to pay him. But we truly look at our customers as family, and that's our goal. Is, did we treat that person the way we would treat our mother or our sister or our brother? And that's what we strive for, is for you to feel welcome, to answer your questions, to realize you don't have to be an expert. That's what we try to employ here, is people that know the industry and have product knowledge and want to share that knowledge and that passion with you.
And that's great, because it's a lot of times it's a very important and very emotional purchase and commitment to when people are buying their jewelry. I guess one thing help me understand. And Dunkin's been around for 30 years. A lot has changed in those 30 years. What do you see changing within the industry, or maybe the people with vision as far as purchasing jewelry nowadays?
I would say one of the biggest changes that we've seen in the industry is the advent of lab created diamonds. And I've been on both sides of this argument, where I've worked at places where we did not sell them. And currently at Dunkin's, we do sell them. And we sell them, we explain to people they're a wonderful product. They give you an opportunity to step into an item that may be cost prohibitive if you look at natural mined diamond. But the flip side is, it is a newer technology. Even though it was established in the 1950s, the tech has gotten to the point where they can be made at an affordable price now. But much like flat screen TVs, that affordable price next year could very well be less. So as long as you understand what you're getting into, the great thing with a natural diamond is generally your diamond values are always going up in price. And what we've seen in lab diamonds over the last 5 years is a steady decrease. But the nice thing that we like to share with our customers is, when you look at a lab diamond, we have to have a special tester to tell the difference between a lab created diamond and a mined earth diamond. So you get that same look, the same performance. It is a true diamond. It's just one is man-made and one is God-made.
Interesting. Very interesting. Now you have several locations, like you mentioned, not just throughout the United States here, but through Central Florida.
We do, yes, sir. We have the 2 locations in Fort Myers. We have the store that I'm at, which is on South Cleveland, and then we also have a store in Gulf Coast Town Center. In addition, we have a store in Mercado, and we also have a store in Port Charlotte. We're right now on the cusp of opening our next new location, which will also be in Naples. So that will be forthcoming, hopefully for Christmas.
Wow, that's great. Hey, great gift for 30 years. It's continue to grow. Are you guys? Let me ask: are you guys involved within the community here in Central Southwest Florida?
We are. We have taken a very big step in cementing our relationships with several activities. We are actually participating this month. Talia Rodriguez is actually one of our event coordinators, and I know on the 16th we have an event, and I apologize because I don't have the name of that, but on the 15th we are at the Cattleman Barons Ball for cancer. So those are 2 of the events that I know that we have scheduled for this month. But we take our commitments to serving, once again, the community very seriously. And it's not just about sales, it's about giving back.
And that's great. It's Southwest Florida has changed a lot over the years, and it continues to grow. And it's nice to see businesses such as Dunkin Diamonds grow with the community and be part of that growth. How would people get a hold of you if they want to have questions?
Yes, sir. I would strongly encourage anyone to email me. It's rray@dunkinsdiamonds.com. We actually have a website, dunkinsdiamonds.com as well, that you can just go and take a look at product. My cell phone number is 678-598-4981. I always tell my customers, feel free to call me at any time with any questions or any needs. But we are very friendly. We are really strive to go out of our way to make sure that, once again, dealing with things that are a little unusual, we want that comfort level to exceed your expectations, because I hate to say it, and I know how it sounds to have a business owner say we don't care about sales, but we don't care about a sale. We relationship. We know that if we can garner your trust and show you through transparency who we are, that we've made a friend, and we all would rather deal with a friend than someone we don't.
I agree. Hey, Rob, I appreciate you taking the time today. It was wonderful getting to know you, and I look forward to seeing you out here in the community.
Fabulous. I appreciate you taking the time and giving me an opportunity to speak about my passion and my wonderful company that I work for, Dunkin's Diamonds. And thank you so much for what you do, Jim.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast Estero. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpestero.com. That's gnpestero.com or call 239-296-2621.